Hey heroes, Zephyr, and welcome back to Link's Awakening. When last we left off, we did the Dungeon of Color, and now we're going to, I'm pretty sure, do the next dungeon. I'm feeling that's the way I want to go with this. My apologies if I'm a little bit off today, whether it's tone or whatnot. I had actually intended to do all of my recording a few days ago, except a problem arose. And not specifically with this series is fine, but my other series, Doom, is now having an issue because our primary PlayStation holder's account was hacked over the course of last weekend, or weekend before. I don't have a lot of memory to exactly when it would be timeline-wise when this releases, but the point being, it was hacked, so we were unable to access any of the downloadable content stuff. Or not downloadable, but like downloaded titles or anything along those lines. So that happened, and we were like, well, okay, well, fuck, we'll talk to PlayStation, get this all sorted out. It was a hack, or it was getting hacked and all that. Blah, 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 blah. So long story short, we talked to that, and essentially, with everything that happened, the person who hacked it basically was using it to play Overwatch on her account, Rifty's account. So that happened. As a result of that, this is a long and complicated story, as most stories tend to be, don't they? Essentially, they hacked the account because it was the PlayStation Plus account on our system, and the one that we used to get Doom because it was on sale at the time. Was another teleporter. So they hacked it to play Overwatch. They made a few friends. I noticed the activity on, it was the Monday after Rifty had come back from her convention, and I asked her, you know, did you play any PlayStation over the course of the weekend because you've got activity? And essentially the answer was no. Her icon had changed. She managed to play a game or two or whatnot. So everything looked fairly okay. Her icon was different. We couldn't really tell, and you know, we didn't think a lot on it initially. So Tuesday rolled around, which was the day I was gonna, you know, do my recording and whatnot, get everything done I needed to do, play some Doom, etc. Stopped playing Breath of the Wild for a brief time so that I could actually get something done. So that was the Tuesday, and I went to go do it, and I could not access any of the digital titles on my account, which is, you know, obviously where I'd been saving Doom. So with that in mind, I went and checked everything, just to see what was up, because it was basically saying that I didn't have a license to play Doom, and I would need one to continue playing on the system. So I did what any, you know, gamer individual does in that situation. I looked up the error code and whatnot. And essentially, it came down to it being one of two things. The first one was a matter of trying to reactivate the licenses on Rifty's thing, which we did, and nothing happened. The second one was the fact that it had been changed from the primary PlayStation, which sucks, because when attempting to do that, it essentially confirmed that she had indeed been hacked. And over the course of that day, the asshole who did it, because we hadn't done anything about it, and we now had activity of her doing stuff and being back from, you know, her convention, changed her password and everything. So then it was a long and convoluted thing to get that fixed, which, you know, is like X number of business days and all that. So that finally got done. So hopefully the hacking is done, but we can't make it her active system again for like 6 months. And frankly, that's retarded, especially in like a hacking thing where, you know, she had to talk to tech support and all that. So essentially, Doom is SOL until PlayStation gets their act together and lets her fix, you know, this. And as a result, in the meantime, every now and again, even on her account, just occasionally, it locks her out of her digital content. So it's just staggering how easy you can fuck somebody over by hacking a PlayStation account and just making some minor changes, like, you know, this is the active PlayStation, because it locks out every user who's not on an active PlayStation from digital content, and essentially there's next to, like, no way to do anything about it if somebody hacks your account and does this, because you've got to wait 6 months, and in that 6-month time, you change the password, and I think it logs out the initial person. We're not 100% sure. Like I said, we need to monitor it a little bit, keep track of, you know, if credit card information and all that stupid stuff is at risk. Blah, 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 blah. It's just literally upsetting that it was essentially that easy for something like that to happen. And, oh, it's just, this seems suspicious. It's aggravating for me, because I can't record Doom, and, well, I can't record Doom. And on top of that, there's also the risk that any of the Bradford series is going on may have to be put on hold because we can't use the system. Which, again, I just find it staggering that something like this can happen and essentially screw over somebody who did nothing wrong. And yeah, it's just, there's, oh, it's just, I don't even have the words for it. I mean, Rifty's the main victim. She's already said, like, she felt, like, violated because, you know, essentially she was stolen from, flat out. For me, there's that, plus the fact that it also puts a damper in, you know, what I tend to do for a living at this point. So, yeah, it's frustrating, to say the least. I can't make that jump. That's a hookshot intended. But yeah, it's... Oh yeah, I need to go to the desert first. Durr. I'm zoning out. I'm so distracted by what happened that I'm not playing properly. And like I said, I may be a little off. On a brighter note, though, Breath of the Wild is awesome! I got it for the Switch, which apparently has some frame rate issues, but I don't mind. I wanted the DLC. I will probably at some point play it for the channel, but I want to finish the Zeldas I'm doing first, and I wanted to experience it on my own. Having played it, I don't know if it's a good game for recording in a YouTube series style, just because it's such a huge world, and it's so do what you want. There's like a lot of waiting for things to happen, and so if it was going to be a series, it would be heavily edited, but I'm thinking, because we're still working on, you know, improving internet connection, getting streaming up and running for Bradford and myself, so I'm thinking maybe at some point I will just stream it instead, just so that, you know, it can be a more involved experience for, you know, you guys the viewers, and for me in general. Alright, so I'm gonna go up here. There we go. Alright. So that'll give us a quick bit there. Ooh, bomb area. Whoop. I think that's the other thing I've been enjoying about Breath of the Wild, is that so far, and I've played basically every Zelda except for the first one, there's no repeat puzzles or repeat anything, really. It's all fresh, it's all new, it's all begging to be explored. And with how I am wanting to find, like, secrets and stuff, it is perfect for me, and how I like to play games. It's why I like Doom, which is just looking for secrets and stuff. Despite, you know, Doom not being a type of game I would normally play. Alright, let's get you. Maybe I can squish you. Nope. Can I not? Okay, I gotta get out of here the other way. But yeah, it is awesome. I I needed to peel myself away from it. I've got other recording I need to do today for Brantford stuff. So I was like, I need to peel myself away from... Whoop. I need to peel myself away from Breath of the Wild long enough to get my recordings done. Shitty cave. Alright. Hey, Talon. Oh, Isaac, I see you have a nice stick. Can I borrow it for a second? Sure, there you go. Have the stick. If I've learned anything from Breath of the Wild, poking bees' nests is not a generally good idea. But then again, I drive by steal them, so... Stick became the honeycomb. I'm not sure how it happened, but I'm gonna take it. Alright. This is where you need bombs if you didn't have them up to this point. Whoop. And up and around. Alright. I was hoping to do the dungeon today. Canaanite Castle, 5 minutes that way. Whoa! Okay. And this is the prairie again. I know the desert's to the right. I know where I'm looking for. Yeah. Actually, the problem with Breath of the Wild is that it's not really put me off my game, but because it's all new and all exploring and all that, it's almost detracted me from how Zelda, up until that point, or this point, has been kind of normally played, which is, you know, solve puzzle, can't go this far until you get a thing, just because it's so open. It's so, hey, there's no right answer to a puzzle. There's just answers. Like, you see a cliff, you can find a path, you can climb it directly, you can teleport to a different location and try to, like, hover onto it. There's no right or wrong answer. And the same is true of any of the puzzles that show up in the game. For example, not to ruin too much, the Great Plateau, like the beginning kind of tutorial of the game, has a snow area where it is cold and you have essentially options to deal with the situation. The one that I went with involved essentially solving a puzzle. I read some books because I was, you know, interested in the lore and exploring things. So I read some books and figured out that a guy was willing to give away a shirt that helped me, or that would keep me warm, essentially. And he describes it as like an itchy sweater and whatnot, and it's like, okay, well, okay, that's fine. This looks bombable. Sorry. So that was kind of my thing, is like, I want to get the top. In order to get the top, I had to cook a recipe that would resist cold. So that was a different option. So I wanted the top because I'm the type of person who likes to collect things. So that was kind of the neutral answer I wanted to go with, was I'm going to figure out how to make this recipe and get this guy to give me his shirt. Which sounds so bad when I say it like that. But that was how I wanted to do it. I could have easily just used the recipe and gotten myself enough cold resistance to do it that way. Oh, fuck. Ow. What do you say? Hello. Around here, secrets are nigh. There we go. Something is bound to happen, blah blah blah. Sorry. But that was an option. And I gave it to Rifty to play. She's not a huge Zelda fan, but she is a fan, but when I got her to try to play Skyward Sword, because I was, you know, pushing her through chronology-wise, I'm like, play the most recent one, because it's got the most, you know, fine-tuning, despite... There are bits of Skyward Sword that I like, and I expressed them while I played it, especially the Demise fight, but there are a lot of bits I don't like about it, like the motion controls are iffy and whatnot. When I got her to play that, when she was going down to the surface, she didn't get a shield. And her reasoning behind that... Is this a secret hole? No. Her reasoning behind that was that if the game did not make her do it, then she didn't have to do it. And therefore the game should be completable without doing it. Which is a perfectly logical... I think I missed my 10 seed mark. Alright. Pretty sure you're supposed to use something else here, but let me see if I can. Got it. So, knowing how she felt that the game should be, I decided to you know, say, hey, why don't you try Breath of the Wild on the Switch? There's infinite files as long as you've got additional... Or as long... shit, this is a swimming area. Damn it! All that effort to get over here, I can't even do anything. And in that same cold area, rather than make a meal or get the shirt, which are the two options that I found and that I more or less explored, she decided that the way she wanted to do it was that she was just going to light a torch because the fire would keep her warm. That house is important later. And because of that, I was just like, wow, it's very much true that there's no wrong answer for doing a puzzle, and there's no technical right answer for doing any of the puzzles or any of the issues that you encounter throughout the course of Breath of the Wild. Whatever you choose to use with the tools you have available is the right answer. And that in and of itself is reason enough for me to love that game. It's really hard to put into words exactly how it's made me feel so far without like spoiling anything. There are so many puzzles where I've sat and I've looked at it and I've been like, the designers clearly had a right way to do this, right? And then, like, I do something that I feel, yeah, that was probably how they intended to do it, but then I look at it again and I'm like, oh no, I could have done it that way, or I could have done this, or whatever, and it's just, I hate to gush, but I love it. It's probably... And I mean, it's still fresh, unfortunately. This Link's Awakening is nostalgically my first Zelda game and one of my favorites. And up until starting this series, it was my favorite. But after exploring Breath of the Wild for as long as I have, and again, it's still fresh, so my opinion could change. But I think Breath of the Wild might be my favorite 3D Zelda game right now. Because I think if only for the fact that there's no wrong answer to everything. It's new, it's fresh, it's exploring and encouraging you to figure out ways to solve things because there's no right answer. There's no linear path of dungeons you have to do. There's nothing that makes it the formula of a Zelda game other than the character is Link and you're saving Zelda. Beyond that, it's an entirely fresh game type to me. And I mean, I don't play a lot of sandboxes, so if I played more like Grand Theft Auto, maybe it wouldn't be so fantastical to me. Or, you know, another sandbox-style game. That was just the first one that came to my mind, because it's the only one that I think is on our shelf. Alright. Why can I not find what I am looking for? What am I looking for? I know what I'm looking for. I just can't find it. But yeah, I am loving the shit out of it, and I just wish that it was a better recording series. And even... It's a game that I imagine even playing again, that I would still manage to find something new and exciting even if I collected everything there was to collect, like found all the Koroks and... Okay. Why can I not find what I'm looking for? Even if I found, like, all the Koroks and did all the shrines and upgraded everything to maximum, it's a game that I could start over and have an entirely different experience because I could choose to go a different way, or I could just play it differently. Like, I'm relying a lot on stealth. I could be like, well, let's try not to rely on stealth. Let's just go raw, like, damage. Let's try to just power our way through everything. And it's a viable option, and it could potentially work. I don't know. Alright. Gushing time over. I wasted 20 minutes trying to find something. Because it's over, like... I won't even let me go into that area. It's, like, over here. Need you to the other side of that. See, this is a game that has a correct answer, so unfortunately... all this wandering hasn't accomplished anything for me. There it is. That's what I was looking for. There we go. There's my correct answer. Slip our way around here. Sneaky, sneaky. Welcome to the animal village. Ow. Jerk. Ah, there's two. Just trying to do a little bit of exploring. Ow. That's, I think, a hookshot point. That's a bridge. What's on the other side of said bridge? Secrets are like water when it comes to bridges. God dang it. Get out of my way. Can't kill him. Can I? No, I can't kill him. Can I jump over him? Whoop. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Ah! Dodge! Ow! Things hurt. Hate flying bomb guys. Hello. Rabbit guy. Just gonna ignore you. That house is important later. Like, all of these houses are important later. I'm looking for this one. There we go. Hey, guy.
Oh, hi! Hey, you, is that possibly a honey you have? I just ran out. Will you swap it for a pineapple?
Yeah, sure. I exchange honey for pineapple. It's not as sweet, but it is delicious.
Oh, hi! Yeah, I know that tub of goo is asleep right in the way of Yarda Desert. Once he's asleep, he won't budge for a long time. But hey, take little Marin and wake him up with her song. That slob should wake up with a jump if he heard her sing for sure.
Thanks, guy. Alright, we're on the right track. The right track that I believe does one of these. Hey, alright. Now, this is a tricky part, because there are 3 photos I think I have to get in this brief window of time. I'm trying to think. I know 2 of them off the top of my head, because they're just obscure and obscene. Whoop. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Okay. Didn't I blow this up already? No, I didn't. I think that's a... oh no, this is a special cave. Ugh. I wish I could mark things on my map. I've been doing that so much in Breath of the World. Alright. Oh, Isaac, I'm glad you found this place. Will you stay and talk to me for a while? Sure. I wonder where these coconut trees came from. Taryn says there's nothing beyond the sea, but I believe there must be something over there. When I discovered you, Isaac, my heart skipped a beat. I thought this person has come to give us a message. If it was a seagull, I would fly as far as I could. I would fly so far away places and sing for many people. If I wished the windfish, I wonder if my dream will come true. Hey, are you listening? Isaac, are you listening to me? Yeah, I'm listening. I want to know everything about you. The walrus wants me to go to him? It doesn't matter. I'll go with you. Cool. I got Marin. Is this my big chance? Alright. Got. It will reduce the damage I take by half. Alright. So, one of the places I need to go. Got it. I know the two pictures. The one's right there, if I recall. There we go. This is my first walk with you, Isaac. Nothing to say. This cliff will be our secret place. Aren't you going to say anything? I'm a silent protagonist. Oh, how I love pictures. Why don't you take a picture when no one is around? You can call it... I'll go develop this. Come see me later, okay? Ah! There's one picture. Ooh, I'm at 930 rupees already. One good fitty and, that bow is mine. Ah. Die, you. Whoop, up we go. So one of them is a place that you'd never go again if you went the first time. Hi, I'm the photographer. What a great moment. I'll call this heads up. Oh, I'm sorry. You okay, Isaac? Yeah, I'm fine. Got the picture. What was the third one? Or were there four? Dang it! Ask me anything about this island. If you get lost, give me a call. Bye, click. Yes, that's like a hint thing. Do I have to go here? No, nothing I need there. Where to go? Alright. I'm gonna try to recall this next... or this... Oh, I know where I gotta go. I think. I think. So, like, there we go. Hey, Marin and Isaac! Are you taking pictures? You should take pictures of everyone, including me. I use this to take pictures. Are you ready? Say mushroom. Okay, I'm done. I'll go home now. Yeah, I think those are the 3 pictures that you need. There might be a 4th one. I don't recall. I'm gonna briefly look up if there's a 4th one. I know there's those 3 that you can't get otherwise. There might be one on the mountain, maybe. I am going to do that, but alas, it is that time of day. So, till then, this will be Isaac Zephyr signing out, and I will see you all later, heroes.